All right, guys, we got a new video. This one is called Divorcing the Good Guy.
I just had a brilliant idea. Starting a series for divorcing the good guy. Why would somebody divorce the good guy, right? Listen, I have a list and I want to start this. So I don't know if I should just get through all of them right now or if I should leave some for the other videos, because I always have to start a series and then I just talk. All right, cool. So why I asked for a divorce from the good guy. What are date nights? Wouldn't initiate date nights. I have to ask to go out to eat and then he wouldn't even be happy. Always worried that it was gonna cost too much, would get upset if I ordered something expensive, and just didn't really wanna be there, like wouldn't truly enjoy it.
Sounds to me like he's just trying to save money and trying to make sure that he's budgeting correctly. A lot of women in a lot of relationships, they disregard that. My wife is guilty of doing that. I have friends who are married and they do that same thing. And sometimes getting mad over something like that shouldn't be an issue, because all the husband is trying to do is make sure that everything is on track as far as money is being concerned.
And I love going out to eat and I want to get pampered and spoiled sometimes. I don't think that's too much to ask.
Like I said before, she doesn't think it's too much to ask. She'd rather put that in front of everything else that is important. But let a bill come up late, let an eviction note get left on the door. That's a whole nother ball game. And I guarantee you, it'll be a different conversation. But let's continue.
Number 2, won't initiate or plan to take kids out together as a family. It's like always was too much of a nag for him because the kids wouldn't behave or it was going to be too expensive. Flowers, only maybe once or twice a year, like birthdays and maybe anniversary, not just like because flowers. I would always have to plan my own like birthday celebrations, dinners, or anniversary plans. Like it was never like anyone taking care of me.
All right, first of all, let me just say this. We don't do that. Most men don't plan anything when it comes to that type of stuff. That's up to you and the women to do that anyway. Weddings, all these type of things, men don't plan that. We're not good at planning that. Most of us don't want to have to deal with that type of stuff. If we didn't have to worry about any of that type of stuff, man, there wouldn't really be anything. I mean, mostly this stuff is because women, quote unquote, want to do these things, and that's what it is. So that's what I'm hearing right now. Let's continue.
It was always me taking care of everybody else, and it still is. He would ask like, oh, like, do you want to do anything for your birthday? Like to kind of make me believe as if he like is going to plan something or wants to plan something, but then never actually really followed through with it, or it was too late and then it would get done like afterwards. Like my birthday already passed, then I don't want to do shit. Always using me like as a crutch. I feel like I want to do this, but you plan and handle it. And then also crutch for like the amount that he drinks, you know, like, well, I know that you're here and you're with the kids and the kids are taken care of, so let me take it up a notch and just get drunk on the weekends, even by himself. Okay.
So let me get this straight. You have an issue with him partaking in activities that he enjoys. So that's an issue. Okay.
Wouldn't say I love you until like I would say it. So I even did like an experiment with this like a year before I asked for the divorce. Like there was like a few days where I didn't even say it at all. And then he like noticed, and then one day he's like, love you. And I was like, oh, okay. So now you want to say it?
See, these games, there's a lot of games that are being played here, guys. And it's not by the man, it's by the woman. All right. Look at her face. This is the face of someone who likes to play games. All right. She said she is the one that filed for divorce. She initiated it, guys. And I guarantee you that if I was to talk to her today, she would be salty. Okay. She's going to regret this. And I haven't even heard her say everything, but I can't wait. let's finish this.
He received a big amount of money, big check from a settlement, wouldn't give me a dime. He's like, I'm not touching this. I'm not going to give anything to you. And then proceeds to always remind me of how I put him into debt and he pays it off, even though it was for the both of us, for house, marriage, kids, dogs, whatever.
And she wonders why he is always acting frugal and trying to save money, right? See, listen to them speak long enough, they will tell on themselves. They will lay out the breadcrumbs, and all you got to do is follow those breadcrumbs. And so far what I'm seeing is she wants to spend, she wants to overspend, and he got a settlement which wasn't hers, okay? And he was trying to be smart and say, well, look, I'm going to put this aside for a rainy day. I see no problem with that. She's upset because he's not spending any of it on her. That's the problem.
Reminds me that the dogs are my personality, my responsibility, not personality.
Yeah, right.
Because he gifted them to me, so they should just be my responsibility. This is a big one for me, because I'm very passionate about this. So I cook a lot. I'm not a chef by any means, but I cook, right? Like, I know how to cook. So I cook a lot of food, full-blown meals sometimes, most of the time. And then he'll be like, well, what am I eating? Like, I'm not eating that. Oh my God. The rage that would go through me when that happened was wild.
See, it's funny to me, guys, when I'm talking about this. Now, being somebody's wife and deciding to cook dinner, see, I can already tell what happened with this scenario. She went and decided to cook something that she enjoyed without thinking about what the husband enjoyed or what the husband would like. See, that's the problem. When you cook, for your family, you're supposed to make sure that what you're cooking is good for everyone, is what everyone is eating. Something that your husband has eaten from you for years past or whatever. But it sounds to me like you made something you wanted and you disregarded what your husband would want, and hence him getting upset about that. I would be upset about that too. If my wife went downstairs and said, I'm making dinner, and she literally made a bunch of shit that she knew I did not eat, and then she wants to come on social media and say he got mad because I cooked dinner and he didn't want that. See, they're leaving shit out. She's leaving shit out. I'm not stupid. I see through all of it. And this is the type of games that you have to deal with a lot of the time when you're dealing with these women here, guys.
I would just be like, this is bullshit. Like, I'm making this amazing meal somebody else would totally appreciate, and you want like mac and cheese? Oh my God.
You see what I'm saying? He's telling her what he wants. She's not listening. She doesn't see it. No, I don't care that you want mac and cheese. I'm going to make this because this is what I feel like making, and you're going to like it or else.
I would ask him to help clean and to mop, like specifically the mopping. And then I would get home and I'd be like, did you mop? Yeah, I did. No, you didn't. Stop lying to me. He would lie about little shit like that, and that pisses me off. I would ask to help him with, I would ask him to help me with the groceries or pick something up like on the way home. And then he would get annoyed and or maybe like at some point he'll be like, okay, send the list. But then he'll come home and then I'd be like, well, where's like the food? Oh, well, it's not urgent. Like, I'll just get it later. So it's like, why lead me on? Like, we need this, but then I needed it now. I would be pissed off at that point because you would come home empty-handed. So that's annoying, right? Reminded him multiple times to help me cook. Like, take the load off of me. You work and I work. Only difference is I work from home, but it doesn't like negate the fact that I still work, right? Like, just because you work outside. He would do it for like maybe one day and then like won't do it again. And then like randomly he'll want to make like the one thing that he knows how to do. Another biggie. When his friends and family are in town, he will take his vacation time and drop everything for them, but then refuses to go out to eat or do anything with my friends or family.
That's probably because they're unlikable. It's probably because it's an issue. It's got to be. There's definitely got to be an issue with that. Why he's not doing it with your family as opposed to his own. Okay.
would have to like try to beg or convince, and then he's just not enjoyable, and then just like the drinking gets out of control. He would basically refuse to take vacation time ever. He would rather cash them out. We did go to one church holiday event and was upset that there was no beer, so I don't remember if he took an Uber home or not. There's like bits and pieces that I do and don't remember after chemo. Let me do the thing. Oh, to him, my family's always annoying. Always has to talk smack about my parents.
He's not doing that for no reason, guys. Let's just keep that real. No man is going to start anything. Most of us just want to be left alone to our own devices, guys. And when you are asked to go to certain functions and be around people you don't know or you're not familiar with, you're gonna look for something to take your mind off of that. So definitely, I'm pouring myself a drink. I'm gonna get nice and laced so that I can mentally deal with that situation. I do that with my wife sometimes. She'll ask me to go to a function of hers at work, and I have to sit around a bunch of her friends that I do not know and listen to them talk and listen to them impose themselves upon me and try to make up fake conversations. And hey, I gotta have some sauce for that. I gotta have a sip. I gotta have a taste if I'm going to do all that. You know what I mean? That's not something I wanted to do. I did that for her. So what she's talking about with the family situation, that man is not talking about her family unless he has a reason to. There's a reason. Of course, you're not going to hear it because she's the one talking right now and she wants you to believe her. So this is where we're at.
That started to really bug me. Anytime I watch a show or a movie, he thinks it's dumb, and he would say, "Turn that dumb shit off my TV."
That's all. That's the majority of marriages when it comes to that. I think the same thing about my wife and some of the shit she watches. Okay, Real Housewives and all that crazy stuff. I mean, you know what I mean? It is what it is. I joke with her all the time about that. Turn that off, get that out of here, or whatever. And that's probably all it was, guys. She's just right now, she's reaching, she's nitpicking right now. She's trying to make herself feel better about her filing for the divorce, guys. All this that sounds like is just a bunch of nitpicking. And she's going to realize that when she gets out there in the dating scene again, and there's nothing but sand, she's going to realize that really fast. And then by then it's going to be too fucking late. Okay.
And then proceeds to sit down and make fun of it and won't shut the hell up about it. Makes no sense. Doesn't like the music I listen to, would come in the kitchen and turn it down. So rude. He is most of the time, I would say, a grown adult bully. Now more so, he's making fun of my hair while it's growing back. Would make fun of my body. Would constantly remind me I need to go to the gym.
What's wrong with that? What is wrong with that? Who else is going to do it? Who else is going to do it? Look, some of these things she's talking about, man, I'm telling you, I've done it. I've talked to my wife about this. That's us being concerned. That's us wanting our significant other to be in shape and be healthy. That's what that is. And they take things and twist it up around and try to change it up and turn it into something else. Okay. When in reality, that's not what it is. And that's why men a lot of times don't like to say shit. We don't like to say anything because women will take it and they will turn it into a completely different thing. They'll turn it into an after school special, a movie, a novel, whatever it is. Right. And we're just simply stating something that is concerning to us. But that's why when we say shit and then they go off and they blow up, we just stop saying shit. That's why men, a lot of us just say, we just completely turn ourselves off. And that's a problem.
But then would try to say it in a way it would make me feel better. But I know it's because he didn't meet me with this body, but also this body gave him 2 kids. I know I need to work out. I don't need anybody to tell me that. I know I need to lose a few pounds, but I'm never going to be pre-baby. I would love to. I guess if I put my mind to it, fine. Anytime I express my feelings, it would be nagging. I would get called a psycho, micromanager, just because he wouldn't want to have certain discussions. Would always tell me to calm down. It's not that serious. If you are a minor, do not listen to this. But I'm going to try to say it in PG-13. He would never finish with me. I would be like 1 to 2 in, and then he would think it's like a full-on porno. Like, I just think it comes also down to like the passion and the compatibility and the love. Like, to me, not all the time, obviously, but like, it's typical to finish together.
Okay. Is it really? Is that what it's typically was what that is? I think you're smoking sherm sticks. That's a whole nother conversation that I could get into, but I'm gonna leave that there for her. But yeah, no.
Let me know if I'm wrong on that mentality.
You're wrong.
Also, I would get turned down a lot, and it was starting to weigh down on me. Like, it would only be on his time. I like to cuddle. He doesn't. You know, he would get hot and annoyed when I would try. Doesn't share the same sheets as me. He needs to have his own special sheets. Leaves his beard hair everywhere, like that he shaves. That shit pisses me off. But I think that's a universal problem.
Yeah, I have a his and hers, and I've had a his and hers for as long as I can remember. So, you know, for that in itself, and women have way more products. I mean, goddamn, like if you looked at my side and her side, completely different. The cool thing is the bathroom that we have, she has her complete opposite side. My shit is on completely the opposite side. We're not even touching. You have to walk across. So you walk into the bathroom, you have my area, and then across from mine, hers. And hers is double the size in width, and she has lots of products, guys. So yeah, I definitely believe that a man and a woman should have their separate sinks. That's one thing, and only thing I think I can agree on so far with what she's talking about.
Drinks way too much. Self-explanatory. Just doesn't know how to control himself sometimes. It's annoying. Reminds me, I have to remind him a million times, like to send me half of the bills, the groceries, because to him it's not urgent. Whatever I say is like not accurate sometimes, like always questioning me. Like, listen, I'm smart. I went to a baccalaureate academy. I did do some college. Like, I feel like I am a very smart woman.
You're not too smart. You filed for divorce from a husband with 2 kids, and you're going to be single most likely for the rest of your life. But that's another story.
His family doesn't check up or call on us. Like, he has to be the one to always call and update them. Like, hey, this is how Dee's doing. This is how the kids are doing. To me, that's not okay. There are 2 pros here. So he is a great dad. He's very playful, caring, fun, wonderful dad. Great. Get some clothes, get some shoes. And he is playful in general. Like, we have had good playful times. But when it comes down to like serious stuff, that's where he kind of lacks. We just decided we are better off as friends, as co-parents. Since I made that other video, things have gotten a lot better between us. So I don't want to say he's a bad guy. Some days are better than others, right? But that's why I say, like, on the outside it looks like the good guy, but there are a lot of things that I just wasn't willing to deal with anymore. And
yeah, that's gonna do it. That's gonna be it. I mean, basically, she just said he was a great father. So you divorced. Don't try to make it seem like it was him as well. You initiated the divorce. He would still, if it was up to him, he'd probably still be married right now. These are just the things that come with marriage, guys. And what people don't realize is that when you marry somebody, there's gonna be things you're not gonna like about that person. You live with somebody long enough, you're gonna find those things out. The problem is people always get that and they say, you know what, I'm done. And they think they can go out and get something better. They think it's going to be better for them, and it's not. Because that new person doesn't know you. That new person does not understand what's going to happen if they ever, decide to go into another relationship with you. And that person may be, his fuse may be way shorter. You just don't know. And you're going to find out very fast that you should have stayed with the one you were with. Okay? Out of all of the stuff you wanted to bitch and moan about, at the end, you said he was a great father. Okay? Great father. And you just couldn't deal with whatever you claimed you couldn't deal with anymore. Well, good luck with dealing with that with someone else, because I guarantee you, it's not going to be better. All right. So congratulations. You played yourself. You filed for divorce. And you know what? I hope that he's out here doing fine. With that being said, that's going to do it for the video. If you enjoyed the content, please consider hitting that like and subscribe button. We drop content daily on this channel, guys, and I will see you in the next video.